Today we are going to discuss a topic of drug evaluation. Before going to drug evaluation, we must know what is meant by crude drug. Crude drug means the substance which is obtained from vegetable or animal origin and which undergo the process of collection and drying. The substance that from vegetable origin or animal origin they are collected, after collection then they are dried. Now the natural substances from plant origin which include leaves, flower, seeds and bark or vegetable saps, extract or secretion. So part of uh, leaves, flower, seeds, all these are from plant origin, and from animal origin whole animal may be used as drug, glands or organ, extract and secretion, all these are the drugs from natural substances. Now drug evaluation. What is meant by drug evaluation? Drug evaluation is defined as determination of its identity, purity and quality of drug. To determine the identity means identification of biological source of the drug, from which species the drug will include, what is the family, from from that the drug which comes under that family, all these are identified, that is known as identification of drug. Second one is quality, the quantity of active constituent present, because the active constituents are responsible for producing particular therapeutic effect. So what is the quality of that active constituent which are present and how much quantity of active constituents are present in particular species of drug, that is determination of its quality. Third one is purity, the extent of foreign organic matter present in the crude drug. If the powdered crude drug is provided and in that some other powder or powder of some other drug or other species is added, then it is adulteration of drug. It is not a pure drug. So any material which is added apart from the pure specified drug is known as impurity, and determination of that impurity in the drug is takes place in case of purity characteristic. Importance of evaluation of crude drug. In that first one is determination of biochemical variation in crude drug, means its biological source, which species, which particular species is used for that particular effect, and the amount or extra active constituent which are present in the drug, what is the chemical nature of that active constituent which is present in the drug, that includes determination of biochemical variation in the drug. Identification of deterioration due to treatment and storage. After collection and drying of the drug, then they are stored for longer period of time. During their storage, they get deteriorated due to some insects, some or bugs or any moisture, and that will deteriorate the quality of drug as well as the active constituent which are present in the drug. So the drugs are evaluated or identified whether it is deteriorated drug or whether it is a pure form of drug, that is identification of deterioration due to treatment and storage. Reporting substitution and adulteration as a result of carelessness, ignorance and fraud. This adulteration technique is generally followed to due to the technique is followed to earn more profit. For that reason, in many times in pure form of drug some other substance are added, or sometimes in case of pure drug they are substituting other drug. For example, in case of Alexandrian or Indian Sena, they are responsible for producing therapeutic effect, that is purgative effect, and which is due to sinusoid A and B. These constituents they are present in Alexandrian or Indian senna, but that constituent they are not present in dog or Palthe senna in that amount. So, if in case of powdered senna drug, the senna powder of dog or Palthe senna is provided, such technique is known as substitution or adulteration of drug. That may be occurred due to fraud, due to ignorance, or due to carelessness of the individual handling that drug. Now, what are the different techniques or methods of drug evaluation? In that, these are the following technique. First one is organoleptic evaluation. Second one is microscopic evaluation, physical evaluation, chemical evaluation, analytical evaluation, and biological evaluation of drug. Now we will discuss about the morphological evaluation. Morphological evaluation, this refers to drug evaluation by means of organs of sense. What are the organs of sense? Eyes, nose, ear, skin, all these are the sensory organ, and by using this sensory organ when the drug is evaluated, that evaluation is known as morphological or organoleptic evaluation. For example, color. The color you can see from your eyes, odor you can taste with your nose, taste by using tongue is a sensory organ which is used for that, size and shape and texture you can identify from your skin or hands, that is skin. Now here where are various examples from which we can morphologically evaluate that drug is given. For example, brown color of cinnamon. Cinnamon is having a specific brown color, and from that color you can identify that drug is pure or not. Aromatic odor. Umbelliferous fruit is having aromatic odor, and if the fruit is giving aromatic odor, then it is a pure drug and having a proper concentration of active constituent. If that drug is exhausted, then it will not give that aromatic odor. Sweet taste of licorice. Licorice is having sweet taste, and from that sweet taste we can identify that the drug is licorice. Fracture surface of cinchona. When we touch the surface of cinchona bark, the fractures they are present on its surface. From that fracture we can identify the cinchona bark. Wavy shape of Rauwolfia. Rauwolfia root is having a specific wavy shape, and from that shape we can identify the Rauwolfia root. 7 to 8 mm width or 25 to 60 mm length size of senna. If the senna leaf you are provided and you can measure the length as well as width of that senna leaf, if it comes in between that range which is given here or specified, then they are pure senna leaf. Otherwise, if they are not in that range, then they are some adulterated drug. Now, study of morphology. It includes the visual examination of drug. From visually we can find out the morphological characters of that particular drug. For example, bark. Here example is given: Kurchi bark, underground turmeric rhizome, leaves digitalis, leaves, flower saffron flowers, fruit fennel, seeds Naxomica, resin asafoetida, wood sandalwood, gum acacia. Entire drug is a ergot which is used as an entire drug. Shape and size. Flowers, floral parts such as stigma, corollas, anther, ovary, receptacle, all these are the parts of flower. Leaves, and leaflets, length, width, apex, margin, base, venation, texture of leaf, and hairs in upper and lower surface. The feel of surface described as soft, hairy, smooth. So when we are studied about the leaf, what is the length of that leaf? What is the length of leaf? What is the width? And apex is what type whether it is a acute apex or not, that should be find out. And margin, which type of margin is there, what is the base, venation, reticulate venation is there or some other venation is there, that can be identified from the study of these characters. The texture of leaf, leaf is having hair on its upper and lower surface or there is no presence of hair, that should be also helpful in study of leaf. The field surface described as soft, whether the leaf is soft in nature or it is having hairy smooth surface, that all the characteristics are studied in case of leaves and that will be helpful for its identification. Bark. The bark occur in three shapes: flat or curved pieces, single quill, double quill. The barks have two surfaces, an outer and inner surface. The inner surface is usually lighter in color than the outer surface. So when you are study about the bark is flat or whether it is in the form of curved pieces, or it is having single quills. The cinnamon bark is in the form of quills, whether it is a single quill or whether it is a double quill, that should be identified. Bark have two surfaces, outer surface and inner surface. The outer surface is usually darker than the inner surface. So inner surface is usually light in color and outer surface. Odor and taste. The drug is having distinct odor and indistinct taste. Now taste. Acidic taste, sour taste. Saccharine is having sweet taste which indicates sugar or sugar-like substance is present in that, for example licorice. Saline or salty taste, alkaline taste, bitter taste indicate presence of substance such as bitter principle, example glycosides or alkaloids, they are generally bitter in nature, and if the drug is having bitter taste, that will determine that it may contain glycoside and alkaloids. Tasteless, distinctive sensation to the tongue, mucilaginous or oily, example linseed. Astringent taste in case of tannin, pungent taste of ginger, acrid, irritant sensation of aconite. Color and external marking. White color is of starch, pale yellow color it may be of ginger, deep yellow color peeled licorice, light pale brown color that may be from Naxamica or fennel, dark brown color of clove buds, dark reddish brown color cinchona bark, red brick red color cinnamon bark, pale green color lobelia, greenish brown color, most of the leaf herbs is having greenish brown color. So from this color we can identify the drug or powdered drug. Microscopic or anatomical evaluation. This method allows more detailed examination of drug and it can be used to identify organized drug by their known histological characters. Before examination through a microscope, the material must be suitably prepared. This can be done by powdering or cutting a thin section of drug or preparing a macerate. So the microscopical examination is done by taking a transfer section of drug or by preparing powder or by preparing a macerate. This microscopical evaluation of drug is done. Now in case of microscopical study, all these characters are studied. First one is palisade ratio, stomatal number, stomatal index, stomata, vein islet number, vein termination number, trichomes or plant hair, calcium oxalate crystal, and in case of quantitative microscopy, lycopodium spore method is used. First one is palisade ratio. It represents the average number of palisade cell beneath one epidermal cell using 4 continuous epidermal cell for the count. So below each epidermal cell, how much number of palisade cells are present, that are determined in palisade ratio. If under one epidermal cell, 2 palisade cells are present, then the palisade ratio is 1:2 for that particular drug. In this way, these palisade cells are counted and 4 continuous epidermal cells are selected, and in that 4 epidermal cells, how much cells are palisade cells are present, that is determined. This is the specific characteristic of leaf only, and these palisade cells, they are present in lamina region of the leaf only and not in the midrib region. And below each epidermal cell, how much number of palisade cells are counted, and such 4 epidermal cells are selected, and below that 4 epidermal cell, how much number of palisade cells are counted, and that will give the palisade ratio for that particular drug. It is determined from the powder drug with the help of camera lucida also. For example, atropine belladonna, it is ratio is 5:70. Adathoda vesica 5.5 to 6.5. Cassia angustifolia 5.5 to 10, and digitalis lanta 2.5 to 6.5. Now stomatal number. The average number of stomata present per square millimeter of epidermis is known as stomatal number. So how much number of stomata they are present per square millimeter of epidermis. For example, Atropa belladonna, upper epidermis shows 7 to 10 stomata, whereas lower epidermis shows 77 to 115 stomata. In Datura metal, upper epidermis shows 147 to 160 stomata, and lower epidermis shows 200 to 209 stomata. Ossimum sanctum, upper epidermis shows 64 to 72 stomata, whereas lower epidermis shows 175 to 250 stomata. Now stomatal index. It is the percentage proportion of number of stomata to the total number of epidermal cells. So how much number of epidermal cells, and in that how much number of stomata are present, from that stomatal index is calculated. Stomatal number varies considerably with the age of leaf, but stomatal index is relatively constant for a given species. Stomatal index is calculated by SI stomatal index as number of stomata per unit area, E number of epidermal cells in the same unit area. For example, Atropa belladonna, upper epidermis is nil, lower epidermis is 20.2 to 23 stomata are present. Stomata primary are an important function is gaseous exchange. What is the function of stomata? The primary function of stomata is gaseous exchange. In minute epidermal opening present on aerial parts of the plant, stomata consist of central pore, two kidney-shaped similar cells, they are known as guard cell, and varying number of subsidiary cells. Epidermis of leaf shows different characteristic, example cuticle, stomata, trichomes. So, the epidermal cells, in that epidermal cell some openings are there or some stomata are there. And what is the structure of stomata? Stomata is made up of a central pore. From that gaseous exchange will takes place, and there are two kidney shaped cells are there, they are known as guard cell, and they may be varying in number. Type of stomata: moss type, gymnosperm type, gramineous type, dicotyledonous. It is having diagnostic significance and classified based on the form of arrangement of subsidiary cells. Parasitic or rubaceous or parallel stomata. In these stomata, two guard cell covered by two subsidiary cell. Example is senna. So it is having a central pore. After that there are two guard cells, and these two guard cells are covered by two subsidiary cells. Such type of structure of stomata is there. Then they are, that is known as parasitic or rubaceous stomata, and example is senna leaf. Diacetic or caryophyllous or cross cell stomata. In these stomata, the guard cells are covered by two subsidiary cells on right angle to that of stomata. When two subsidiary guard cells are covered by two subsidiary cells but they are on right angle to the stomata, such type of arrangement of cell is there, then it is a diacetic stomata, and example is peppermint. Third one is anisocytic or cruciferous or unequal celled stomata. In this stomata, number of guard cell is 2 but covered by 3 subsidiary cell, in that one is small in size and other big compared to other two. So in case of anisocytic stomata, how the stomata is identified? It is made up of a central pore which is covered by two guard cell, and in this anisocytic stomata, the guard cells are covered with three subsidiary cells, and out of which one cell is small as compared to other two cells. Such type of structure is there of stomata, then it is known as anisocytic stomata, and example is datura. Anomocytic or ranunculaceous or irregular cell. In this type, stoma is surrounded by varying number of subsidiary cell. Example is digitalis. Subsidiary cells are varying in numbers. It is not particular in number, but they are varying in number, and such type of arrangement is there. Then it is a anomocytic stomata. Actinocytic stomata. Two guard cells are surrounded by radiating subsidiary cells. When two guard cells they are surrounded by radiating subsidiary cells, such type of arrangement is known as actinocytic stomata. Now vein islet number. Vein islet number is defined as the number of vein islet per square mm of leaf surface. And here examples are given. Andrographis paniculata, the vein islet number is 9 to 12. Digitalis purpurea 2.5 to 3. Eucalyptus globules plus 8.8 to 13.5. So what is meant by vein islet number? It is defined as the number of vein islets. A square is selected, and in that square how much number of vein islets are present, they are counted, and that will give the vein islet per square mm of leaf surface between the margin and midrib region. Vein termination number, it is the number of vein termination per square mm of leaf surface between the midrib and margin region. So in between the leaf midrib and leaf margin, a square is selected, and that in that square how much number of vein gets terminate or stop, that will counted, and that will give the vein termination number per square mm of leaf surface. Calcium oxalate crystal. Several cell contents present in vegetable drug. The inorganic crystalline compound, by virtue of their specific shape, can be utilized for identification of herbal drug. Due to this reason, they are called as diagnostic characters of plants. So calcium oxalate crystal is also one of the important diagnostic characters of plant. There are different types or shapes of calcium oxalate crystals. They are present in plant. First one is cubical cube shape, that is senna. Rhombic shape or diamond shape. Tetragonal, example is onion. Monoclinic cell type of calcium oxalate crystal, gall. Acicular, squill or cinnamon. Rosette cluster, that is aggregation of crystal, example is Clo Arjuna. Microspinoidal, minute in structure, example henbane. Trichomes. Trichomes or plant hair. Trichomes are the tubular, elongated or glandular outgrowth of epidermal cell. Trichomes are also called as plant hair. Trichome consists of two parts, root and body trichomes, present in most of the plant parts and are functionless but sometimes perform secretory function. Depending on the structure and number of cells present in trichomes, they are classified into following. So, trichome is made up of two parts, root and body, and there are different types of trichome. First one is covering trichome, and second one is glandular trichome, third one is hydathode. And these are the hairy outgrowth on the plants. The most basic term used are glabrous, lacking in hair, and pubescent, having hair. Details provided by glabrous, glabrate, lacking in hairs or trichome surface smooth. Hirsute, coarsely hairy. Hispid, having bristly hair. Articulate, simple, pluricellular, uniseriate hair. Downy, having almost wool-like covering of long hair. Pilose, pubescent with long, straight, soft spreading or erect hair. Pubescent, minutely pubescent, having fine, short, usually curly hair. Pubescent, bearing hair or trichomes of any kind. Now quantitative microscopy. In that Lycopodium spore method is used. It is used especially when and other methods of evaluation of drug fails to determine quality. Lycopodium spores are very characterized in shape and appearance and uniform in size. 25 micron is the size of Lycopodium spore, and on an average 94,000 spore present per milligram of Lycopodium powder. It consists of well-defined particles which may be counted. So, what are the characteristics of Lycopodium spore? They are well-defined particles and can be easily counted. Single-layered cell or tissue, the area which may be traced, the objects of uniform thickness and length of which can be measured. Percentage purity of an authentic ginger powder is calculated by the following formula. So here Lycopodium spore method, in that the Lycopodium spores, these are the specialized character cells and this can be easily counted. So if we want to perform a Lycopodium spore method on ginger powder, what we have to do, take 25 mg of ginger and in that 500 mg of Lycopodium spores are mixed. After mixing properly, then a corn oil is added and to form a suspension. Now that suspension of corn oil is, a drop of suspension of corn oil is placed on the glass slide and cover slip is placed on it and it is seen under the microscope. In that microscope, the area is divided, that area of slide is divided into 25 equal fields, and in each field how much number of Lycopodium spore as well as how much number of specialized character. For example, in case of ginger, if we have to count the starch grain present, so how much number of starch grain present in each field as well as how much number of Lycopodium spores they are present in each field, they are counted, and after counting the values are filled in this formula, and if the number is in specified range, then it will identify that, or it will determine that the drug is of pure quality, or what is the percentage purity of that drug is determined from that number. For the formula is N into W into 94,000 into 100 divided by S into M into P, where N is the number of characteristic structure grains in 25 fields, W is equal to weight in mg of Lycopodium taken, S is number of Lycopodium spores in the same 25 fields, M is weight in mg of sample and calculated on the basis of dried sample at 105 degrees Celsius. P is equal to 2,86,000 in case of ginger starch grain powder. So from that we can calculate the how much number of starch grains are present in ginger powder, and from that the percentage purity of drug is calculated by this method.